Right, and staying with the story, some MKMVA members have also set up camp outside Nkandla, promising to prevent Zuma from being arrested. For more, we're joined by the MK veteran Isaac Morwe. Tate Morwe, very good evening to you. Thank you so much for your time. What do you make of the number of people gathered outside former President Jacob Zuma's homestead? Are they your members as an MK veteran? Are you familiar with those people who have been talking and very vocal?
I don't think I'm familiar with any one of them. What I can tell is that most of the members who served in MK, are as old or almost as old as I am now. They cannot afford to go and sleep outside anywhere, during this cold winter, and risking, the effects of the pandemic. One must say that, there's a very heartbreaking, situation unfolding. We fought for a particular constitution and, committed to uphold the rule of law. That today we have to, put ourselves on the same platform, judge ourselves, on the basis of the platform of our erstwhile oppressors. It's painful. I don't know why should that happen. Comrade President Zuma, the former president, was given an opportunity to present himself at the Zondo Commission, was also given an opportunity to answer, that particular case in the Constitutional Court. And he decided to forego, both those opportunities. To defy the Constitution in that manner and defy the Constitutional Court, it is just a pity and a very scary one, because it is this Constitution, that is the glue that is holding us together. In the event we don't uphold it, it means that we are no more, together on the objective of building, a united South Africa. But again, what is more, disheartening is the racism, that seems to rise, with every defense that those who purport to support Comrade Zuma, racism that they are uttering. It's something that seeks to unravel what we fought for. That's not what we fought for. We fought for a united South Africa, an unracial and a prosperous South Africa. How do we build a prosperous South Africa when there are those, who go out of their way to divide the people, only, to defend, one particular person? I think it's heartbreaking. This is not what we fought for.
Now, we know that the mother body, the ANC, issued a directive for the MK Council and the MKMVA to be disbanded, and then spoke about talks for an MK formation. On one end, we're hearing the MKMVA speaking about how they're outraged and they see this as an unjust ruling, and they're vowing to form a human shield. Very different to your tone and what you're saying. What is the position there between, two sides that are meant to come together as one?
Well, as far as we are concerned, we have a community of MK veterans in this country. We don't have MK National Council anymore, and we don't have MKMVA anymore. We are awaiting, a call from the Conference Preparatory Committee to tell us what is the next step in terms of implementing the conference decision. Those who talk about outrage, forming, human chains and so on, I think they are just against the, against the law, and it really bothers one that how can people who call themselves, commanders and commissars, who call themselves leaders, can mobilize people to put on, army fatigues and do what they are doing. This is not good for the stability of this country. If those comrades were in places like Mozambique and Angola, where we have been, where there was war, civil war, they won't be doing these things that they are doing. War is not anything that is nice. I don't think they understand what they're doing. I think one would align himself with, the clarion call by the mother body, the ANC, calling for calm, for the comrades not to allow themselves to be misled, into something that they won't be able, to account for, when real action, happens in terms of what they seek to do.
And what do you imagine to be the dangers of these very vocal and very robust statements calling for some sort of support for former President Jacob Zuma when the formation is meant to be united as one?
I think they're just being very irresponsible and reckless. This is the time to rebuild our country, to unite, to defeat the pandemic. They are just busy creating a super spread among themselves. And I don't think they know what they're